and deepen our sense of responsibility. The college has also raised the bar for medical infrastructure, with world-class laboratories, cutting-edge digital classrooms, eco-friendly campus design, modern hostels, and a team of experienced doctors and faculty. It now stands as a model institution, not just for the Northeast but for the entire country. Parents are visibly satisfied and students feel confident about their future. This year, once again, the admission process has witnessed overwhelming enthusiasm from across the country. The eagerness of students and parents alike clearly indicates that this college now ranks among the top preferences for medical aspirants at the national level. College authorities are optimistic. They believe this year's admission figures may even surpass last year's record. But this unprecedented growth is not only transforming education in Tripura, it is also shaping the future of India's healthcare system by nurturing a new generation of skilled and sensitive doctors. That such a revolutionary initiative has emerged from a relatively unknown corner of a remote border state underscores a powerful truth. With vision, dedication, and the right direction, even the periphery can become the center. Today, Tripura Shantiniketan Medical College is more than just a building. It is a promise, a dream, and the dawn of a new era. Beneath the open skies of Rani's Khamar, this institution stands tall, built not just of bricks and cement but of ambition, unity, and the potential of untapped talent from across the nation. This college belongs to today's Tripura and tomorrow's India.
Part of the gastrointestinal system, the outside is covered by a single layer of peritoneum. Some of, for example, stomach, the outer covering is by peritoneum. What is peritoneum? Microanatomically or histologically, it is a single layer of flat squamous cell resting on a connective tissue layer. But in some parts of the intestine, for example, upper part of the esophagus, part of the duodenum, ascending colon, descending colon, part of them are not covered by the peritoneum. So they are covered externally by a only connective tissue layer. Then we called adventitia. If it is covered by a peritoneum, we call it serosa. Outside coat is serosa. And you know that, for example, esophagus, the upper part above the diaphragm, it is not covered by peritoneum because peritoneum is not present in the thorax. So, totally esophagus is covered by adventitia. But when esophagus pierces the diaphragm and enters the abdomen, it is covered by serosa, peritoneum. Another example is that duodenum, ascending colon, descending colon. their anterior surface is covered by peritoneum, but posterior surface is non-peritoneal. So if you take a section of the duodenum from its anterior aspect, you will find the outside coat is serosa. If you take a section from its posterior aspect, it is adventitia. Same are true for the ascending and descending colon. So serosa and adventitia depending upon whether it is a covered by peritoneum or not. And so inside outwards, there is a mucous membrane. What is mucous membrane? Mucous membrane again consists of three coats. So what are the layers of the intestine, of the gastric tube? From inside, mucous membrane. It is the mucous membrane. Then submucosa. Then muscularis externa. Then outside, whether it is a serosa or adventitia. It is a 1, violet is the 2, red is the 3, and it is the 4th coat. So it is the mucous membrane. This is the submucosa. This is the muscularis externa. This is the serosa. And again you see the mucous membrane again consists of 3 layers. It is the first layer, it is the second layer, and it is the third layer. So mucous membrane itself, whenever we tell mucous membrane, in our brain it will flash that it is made up of 3 layers. Surface epithelium, lamina propria, and muscularis mucosa. Surface epithelium, lamina propria, this white, and again a muscle layer, small strips of muscle known as muscularis mucosa. It is muscularis externa. It is the muscularis mucosa because it causes movement of the mucous membrane. So it is a lining epithelium. In case of esophagus, it is stratified squamous, non-keratinized. But from stomach onwards, the mucous membrane is simple columnar, except in the lower part of the anal canal. It is the lining epithelium. What is lining? Lining the lumen. Lumen means, this is the lumen. Food ekan diye pass korche. We call it lumen. So it is the lining epithelium. Lining epithelium from stomach onwards, simple columnar. But you must remember that simple columnar in intestine, in duodenum, maybe it is a simple columnar, but there are different types of cells are present. All our cells more or less columnar, they have got different types. They have got different functions. Similarly, in stomach also, these columnar cells has got a different types and different functions. So lining epithelium, then lamina propria. Lamina propria is what? It is again a connective tissue layer, like submucosa. You cannot differentiate lamina propria and submucosa by microscopically simple microscope, binocular microscope, except this muscularis mucosa is present. This muscularis mucosa separates lamina propria in one hand and submucosa on the other. If muscularis mucosa is absent, you cannot separate by your eyes. So by viewing the muscularis mucosa, inner side towards the lining epithelium side is the lamina propria, and outside towards the muscularis externa side it is the submucosa. So what are the layers? Lining epithelium. What are the layers of the intestine? Mucous membrane. Then mucous membrane পরে কি? সাবমিউকোসা, তারপরে মাস্কুলারিস এক্সটার্না, তারপরে সেরোসা অর অ্যাডভেন্টেশিয়া। Mucous membrane consists of 3 layers. কি? Lining epithelium, lamina propria, muscularis mucosa. এরপরে একটা একটা করে ডেসক্রাইব করো, সব তৈরি হয়ে যাবে। এরপরে স্টমাক, স্টমাকের কি এই প্ল্যানটা সবখানি আছে, সুতরাং এই প্ল্যান অনুযায়ী আমাদের ডেসক্রাইব করতে হবে। এগেইন আবার রিপিট করছি, দেখো এই পিকচারটা আরো ভালো। এটা হচ্ছে লুমেন, এটা হচ্ছে লাইনিং এপিথেলিয়াম, এইটা হচ্ছে লাইনিং এপিথেলিয়াম, ল্যামিনা প্রপ্রায়া, হোয়াইট স্টার, মাস্কুলারিস মিউকোসা, সাবমিউকোসা, এরপরে হচ্ছে মাস্কুলারিস এক্সটার্না। তাহলে আমরা দেখতে পাচ্ছি সাবমিউকোসাতে ব্লাড ভেসেলস, নার্ভস, লিম্ফ্যাটিক্স, গ্ল্যান্ডস এগুলি থাকে, ল্যামিনা প্রপ্রায়াতেও তাই থাকে। Small capillary blood vessels, small nerves, lymphatics, and কি থাকে in certain cases glands. Submucosaতেও gland থাকে, lamina propriaতেও gland থাকে। In certain situation, lamina propria glands are more than submucosa. In some cases, in submucosa, some glands are very prominent in certain areas. আমরা একটা একটা করে আসবো। এরপরে যদি আমরা মাইক্রোস্কোপে দেখি একটা পার্ট, তখন কি ওরকম দেখবো 3 ডাইমেনশনাল পিকচার? না। আমরা কি এরকম দেখবো? নেভার। এত বড় দেখতেই পারবো না, তাহলে আমরা কিভাবে দেখবো? এই রকম দেখবো। এ পার্ট, একটা বড় ইন্টেস্টাইন থেকে একটা টুকরো টেনেছি, করে মাইক্রোস্কোপে ম্যাগনিফাইড করে দেখছি, তাহলে আমরা কিভাবে বুঝবো? এই হচ্ছে লাইনিং এপিথেলিয়াম, মানে এইটা হচ্ছে লাইনিং এপিথেলিয়াম, এইটা হচ্ছে হোয়াইটিশ, এটা যেখানে মাঝে মাঝে ভায়োলেট ডটস আছে ফর লিম্ফোসাইট, প্লাজমা সেল এটসেট্রা। এইটা হচ্ছে ল্যামিনা প্রপ্রায়া। ভালো করে আইডিয়াটা করো, লাগবে আজকে। এই যে পিঙ্কিশ রেডি লাইন রয়েছে মাস্কুলারিস মিউকোসা, ভেরি বিউটিফুলি সিন ইন স্টমাক, খুব সুন্দর দেখা যায় এই মাস্কুলারিস মিউকোসা।